and welcome to the Bot Box. So, for this episode, we have a prop. Well, a momentary appearing prop. Abaddon was a black, slightly boxy robot armed with vertically spinning rotavator blades. It had two conventional wheels, large and exposed, and a tail which also was a weapon intended to swing round this way and that in order to hit opponents. The cast used for this was essentially their third wheel and was a bowling ball. This is a bowling ball. I've had this one since 2019 and bowled quite a few strikes with it. It weighs 10 pounds or 4.592 kilos. Sorry, just to reiterate, 4.53592 kilograms. Now, bowling balls can be as heavy as 16 pounds or 7.25748 kilos. Bit heavier than this one here. But it's also notably a bit over 9% of the 80 kilograms weight limit that was in force for Abaddon series. It made its debut in Series 3 of Robot Wars. It was in Heat B. So, that bowling ball that was meant to be used as a caster, which is not the bowling ball I just showed you, never made it into the arena because it made Abaddon overweight. It tipped Abaddon over the weight limit. Now, how close it was without the bowling ball, it's impossible to tell. It could be it tipped it just over the weight limit. It could have tipped it sufficiently far over the weight limit that it's a case of no, you can't go into the arena with this. Anyway, the bowling ball was replaced with a caster wheel minutes before Abaddon made its debut. It drew lifter Technophobic. The two bots lifted each other early on, Abaddon's weaponry doubling as a lifter. Technophobic pushed as well as lifted and got Abaddon close to the pit, though this was pretty easy with Abaddon's tail. Then, after a few more lift, or after one particular lift of Technophobic's, where it lifted Abaddon, the caster fell off. And Technophobic sent Abaddon to a flame pit. I can't help but think a bowling ball would not have fared too well on the flame pit. I'm no expert on bowling balls, I just bowl them at the pins. Anyway, Abaddon was stuck on the flame pit until Shunts freed it. Basically, it was a bolt at the back of Abaddon that just slotted neatly in the girls, and Abaddon, try as it might, could not move enough to free it. Shunt freed it after delivering some axe blows to both Technophobic and Abaddon. But it's not like Technophobic really got to enjoy freedom. Technophobic got to enjoy freedom. Abaddon didn't. He got pushed around by Technophobic, whilst the house robots stuck their collective oars in. It's like, guys, just stay in the corners, will ya? Anyway, not long after the pair got split, thank you Sir Killalot, time ran out and the judges were called in. They ruled in favour of Technophobic. Out of the competition, Abaddon never returned. Now, I can understand the logic behind Abaddon's tail. It gave Abaddon a second mode of attack. Always good. You get more damage that way. But the idea in practice was not a good one. It was unwieldy, caused issues that caused it to lose its right. The bowling ball tipping it over the weight limit, for instance, and the caster coming off, and the attachment to the flame pit. It also used weight that could have been better used somewhere else, whether it be for more powerful motors for the weapon, or just more armour to make Abaddon a tanky robot. So, one thing I would like to note is that I didn't know where the name Abaddon came from. I do appreciate finding out that there is a mythical angel known as the Angel of the Bottomless Pit, and that angel was called Abaddon, hence the name of the robot. Still, the bot had issues. So, who's next? Taiki, please be kind. Incredible. Well, until next week, Harrison244, out.